Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Before going to the video, those who are not subscribed our channel, subscribe it and also click the bell button. In this video, we are going to see about microwave source magnetron. Magnetron is a high power diode vacuum tube that works as a self-excited microwave oscillator. The working principle of magnetron is based on the interaction between electron stream from cathode and magnetic field. This magnetron requires only direct current supply, that is DC supply, to operate, not AC. AC means alternating current supply. Direct current, that is DC, remains constant over time, maintaining a consistent positive value. The frequency range of magnetron is from 600 to 30,000 MHz, that is 30 GHz. They are used in radar transmitters as either pulsed or continuous wave oscillators. Magnetron is a M-type tube, that is cross-field tube, while klystron and traveling wave tube are O-type tubes, that is linear beam tubes. In cross-field tubes, the DC magnetic field is perpendicular to the DC electric field. In these tubes, the DC magnetic field plays a direct role in the RF interaction process, that is radio frequency interaction process. In a cross-field tube, the electrons emitted by the cathode are accelerated by the electric field and gain velocity. If the velocity is higher, then more their path is bent by the magnetic field. In linear beam tubes, the DC magnetic field is perpendicular to the DC electric field. Magnetron is a high frequency diode which is used for the production of high power oscillations. Next, let us see the construction of magnetron. The magnetron tube consists of vacuum tube having two electrodes, that is anode and cathode, and one permanent magnet to provide magnetic field. Here both the electrodes are cylindrical in shape and the cathode is surrounded by anode. The anode have cavities called resonance cavities. Here the permanent magnet and both the electrodes are placed in such a way that the magnetic field of permanent magnet is perpendicular to the electric field by cathode. The output can be taken from the anode cavity by using a coaxial cable or waveguide. The cathode is in the center of the anode and it is made of hollow cylinder which is made of emissive material. Mostly barium oxide is used as emissive material, and this cathode is surrounded by heater to heat the material to produce electrons. The cathode of a magnetron provides the electrons through which the mechanism of energy transfer takes place. Here there are cylindrical cavities or resonance cavities around the cathode, that is on the anode, and these cavities are open along their length and connect the common cavity space, that is the interspace. Interaction space is the space between the anode block and cathode. In this space, the electric and magnetic fields interact to exert force on the electrons. The radio frequency output from the magnetron can be drawn from any one of the cavities by using coaxial line or by using waveguide. Next, let us see the operation of magnetron. In the operation of magnetron, both magnetic and electric field are employed and they are produced in perpendicular direction so that they are cross. Hence they are called cross-field tubes. Here the applied magnetic field is constant and is along the axis of the circular device. The power supply to the device is given to the cathode and the cathode is heated to supply energetic electrons. These electrons will have an oscillating field, and in the absence of magnetic field they tend to move radially outward to the ring anode which surrounds it. In the presence of magnetic field, a magnetic force is exerted on the electrons which is perpendicular to their initial radial motion, and this force tend to sweep the electrons around the circle. In this way, work is done on the electrons and therefore energy from the power supply is given to them. When these electrons sweep toward a point where there is excess negative charge, this charge repels those electrons and push back them around the cavity, imparting energy to the oscillation at natural frequency of the cavity. The natural frequency is approximately equal to 1 by 2 pi root of LC. Here this is nothing but the resonant frequency. This oscillation of the charges, that is electrons, around the cavities leads them to radiate electromagnetic waves. The electromagnetic waves or microwaves can be collected from any one of the cavity by using coaxial cable or waveguide. The cumulative action of many electrons returning to the cathode while some other electrons moving to the anode forms a pattern, and this pattern resembles the moving spokes of a wheel. Hence, this pattern is known as space charge wheel. Different modes of oscillation are possible, like pi mode, 3 by 4 pi mode, half pi mode, 1 by 4 pi mode, etc. But a magnetron operating in the pi mode has greater power and output. Hence, pi mode is most commonly used. And one more thing, the resonance exhibited by the cavity will be analogous to parallel resonance circuit. Next, let us see the types of magnetron. First one, negative resistance type. Second one, cyclotron frequency type. Third one, traveling wave or cavity type magnetron. The negative resistance type magnetrons make use of negative resistance between two anode segments. Cyclotron frequency magnetrons depend upon the synchronism between an alternating component of electric field and periodic oscillation of electrons in a direction parallel to this field. Cavity type magnetrons depends upon the interface of electrons with a rotating electromagnetic field of constant angular velocity. Next, equation of electron motion or Hull cutoff voltage equation. A charged particle in motion in a magnetic field of flux density B0 experiences a force that is proportional to the charge, velocity, flux density and sign of angle between velocity and magnetic flux. So, we can derive the expression for Hull cutoff voltage as Vc is equal to E into B0 square into B square divided by 8m into 1 minus A square by B square the whole square. Here E is the charge of the electron, m is the mass of the electron, A is the radius of the cathode cylinder and B is the radius of the vane edge to center. Next, the cutoff flux density is given by B0 is equal to square root of 8 into Vc into m divided by E into B square into 1 minus A square by B square the whole square. The angular frequency of cylindrical magnetron is given by the formula omega is equal to E into B0 divided by m. Here E is the charge of the electron and m is the mass of the electron. The period of oscillation is given by T is equal to 2 pi by omega. Omega is the angular frequency. The phase shift phi is given by 2 pi m divided by n, where n is the number of cycles. Next, let us see the output power and efficiency. The efficiency and output power of the magnetron depend on the structure and the power supply. The circuit efficiency of the magnetron is given by eta C is equal to 1 by 1 plus Q ext divided by Qun. Here Qext is the external quality factor and Qun is the unloaded quality factor. The electronic efficiency of magnetron is given by eta E is equal to V naught into I naught minus P lost divided by V naught into I naught. Here V naught into I naught is the input power and V naught into I naught minus P lost is the output power. Here V naught is the anode voltage, I naught is the anode current or beam current, and P lost is the power lost in the anode. The magnetron can be represented by equivalent circuit as shown in the figure, which consists of YE is the admittance, C is the capacitance, L is the inductance, GR is the conductance of resonator, and GL is the conductance of load. Now, the unloaded quality factor is given by the formula Qun is equal to omega naught into C divided by GR, and the loaded quality factor is given by the formula QL is equal to omega naught into C divided by GR plus GL. The external quality factor is given by Qext is equal to omega naught into C divided by GL. GL is the load conductance and GR is the resonator conductance. Next, let us see the advantages of magnetron. As we already know, magnetron can provide high power oscillator. Large S-band magnetrons can produce up to 2.5 megawatts peak power and with an average power of 3.75 kilowatt. And the next advantage is magnetron sputtering is high rate vacuum coating technique used for depositing metals, alloys and compounds onto wide range of materials. It has many advantages over other vacuum coating techniques such as high deposition rates, ease of sputtering, high purity films, high adhesion of films, ability to coat high heat sensitive substrates, etc. The disadvantages of magnetrons are they are costly and hence limited in use. Although cavity magnetrons are used because they can generate a wide range of frequencies, these frequencies not precisely controllable. Next, let us see the applications of magnetrons. In radars, magnetrons can be used as a signal source to feed the power stage of the radar transmitter. They are also used in microwave ovens, that is for heating purpose. In these ovens, a waveguide leads to the port in the cooking chamber. They are also used in lighting systems. For example, they are used in sulfur lamps. Next, let us see the previous year's questions. This question was asked in November 2017. An X-band pulse cylindrical magnetron has following parameters. Anode voltage is equal to 26 kilowatt. Beam current is equal to 27 amps. Magnetic flux density is equal to 0.336 Weber per meter square. Radius of cathode cylinder is equal to 5 cm. Radius of vane edge to the center is equal to 10 cm. Following data regarding angular frequency and cutoff voltage is given. They have given the angular frequency and cutoff voltage, which is a correct option. Here, if you see, the angular frequency is equal to 5.91 into 10 to the power 10 radian and the cutoff voltage is equal to 139.5 kilovolt. Let us see the solution. We know that for a cylindrical magnetron, the angular frequency is given by omega is equal to E into B naught divided by M. So substituting for E as 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, B naught as 0.336 and M as the mass of electron, which is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31, we have the value of angular frequency as 5.91 into 10 to the power 10 radians. And we know the formula for cutoff voltage as Vc is equal to E into B naught square into B square divided by 8m into 1 minus A square by B square the whole square. Here substituting for E as charge of electron, which is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, B naught as 0.336 and B, which is nothing but radius of vane edge to center, which is equal to 10 centimeter. Converting it to meter, we have 10 into 10 to the power minus 2. And M is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31. And A is the radius of cathode cylinder, which is 5 centimeter. Converting to meter, we have 5 into 10 to the power minus 2. So substituting all these values, we get the cutoff voltage as 139.50 kilovolt. Next question. This question was asked in July 2018. Magnetron is here. First, O-type tube. Second, a low power device. Third, a high power device. Fourth, an oscillator. Which is a correct option? We know that magnetron is a high power device and it is an oscillator. So option C is correct. Next question. This question was asked in December 2018. It is match the following type. First, traveling wave tube. We know that traveling wave tube have slow wave structure. So slow wave circuits is correct. Next, magnetron. We know that the output power of magnetron will be in the range kilowatt to megawatt. Next, triodes. They are suitable for low frequency operation. And then gun diode. It provides low output power. So option C is correct. Thanks for watching the video. For more videos, don't forget to subscribe our channel.